So I wanted to get a little bit deeper into some of the behavioral patterns that people have during exercise. I didn't go super in depth. I wanted you to think about it a little bit. And so some of you guys might have just sort of glossed over that, or some of you guys may have wondered, I don't really know what I do. And so I want to give you 4 or 5 different types of people. And so I'm not lumping everybody into one group. I'm not saying that this is the only thing that people do. I'm just going to give you a broad, general overview of a couple types of people and the way that some of their habits in life present themselves in workouts. And so let's just start with the people pleaser. So this person is so worried about pleasing other people, or making sure that other people are not mad at them, or that they are not upset with them, or they walk around on eggshells just trying to keep all the balls in a row, or all the balls in the air, and they don't want to ruffle any feathers. They don't want to stir the waters at all. And so what I've seen is these types of people in exercise, they are so worried about pleasing the person, or maybe the person that they're working out with, or their coach or their trainer. The word "I'm sorry" comes out a lot out of their mouths. And this just isn't during workouts. This is in life in general. I've noticed that people who struggle with people pleasing apologize all the time, and they're living their lives sort of walking around on eggshells, trying not to mess up so that they can keep everything just nice and level. And so they'll never really give themselves a lot of credit for what they did do. They'll wait for the credit to come from the outside. And it's hard. And so if you're one of these people, just work out. Just work out. Don't worry about what people around you are going to say. Don't worry about whether or not they're going to tell you that you did a great job. Don't try and get people to notice what you have done. Just do it, and let the affirmation come if the affirmation comes. But start to realize when you're apologizing and why you're apologizing. And I think for a lot of people, it gets kind of tiring, but it just is so habitual that it just is natural. And so just go for it. Just have fun. Be okay to screw up. It's totally all right. It's okay. It's okay if you're not first. It's okay if you're last. It's okay. So that's just, and again, I'm just sort of skimming the surface. So you don't have to keep the peace all the time, because it's really tiring, and it actually is really hard. So then there's the shortcutters, cheaters, not quite finishers. And these people, it looks a little bit different sometimes. Whether they do a workout and know that there's a certain amount of reps that they're supposed to do, but they cut it short just by a few, just a hair, just cut it off just a little bit. That way they can stay with everybody else. They may not have to worry about finishing last. They'll just shave a couple off here and there. Or the last couple just feel too hard, and so they won't ever want to do anything. They just get super hard. They may run two or right before the place that they're to run to, but maybe never past it, never fully there. They might stop a little bit earlier. And a lot of times this is just a trait of, you just might not ever finish what you start. And that's just, again, what you do. You take the shortcut. You might take the easy way out. Gosh, I hope you guys aren't hearing. I almost feel a little bit guilty talking about this stuff because I don't want for you guys to hear that you're horrible human beings or anything like that. But I just want you to see certain habits that happen in workouts that then go everywhere in life. So just please hear me on this. So just taking the shortcut. I'm not going to fully run when my coach isn't watching, or I know that I'm supposed to do this, but nobody else is going to see, or I'm too tired, so I'm just not going to finish my workout. And so it's just not finishing what you've committed yourself to doing. And that can sometimes be, well, not sometimes, it's just not a great trait. So working on finishing what you start and doing what you say you're going to do, and living that way. We then have the perfectionists, the obsessive compulsives, the ones that feel like they've always got to have it all together. And you'll always do what you're supposed to do, but you just may never go really, really to the next level. You'll stay right where it feels comfortable. In a group setting, you may never find yourself like really, really giving it your all, because you wouldn't want other people to see you fail, be flat on your back, really tired, just being tired in general, or not being able to do everything that you were supposed to do. So you may just cut certain things out because you know you can't do it, but you don't want anybody to see that you can't do it. We see this a lot with people when we're trying to do a 1 rep max, and they'll get up to the 1 rep max and then they'll stop where they think like they can finish it, and then they'll never go past that because it could mean failure. And I do this a lot. I've been working on not doing this because it's important, and I'm never ever going to know how far I can go if I never go to a place of failure. And so this is a really big struggle for me. I'm never going to cheat my reps. I'm not going to do that. But I will probably stop right before I could get messy, or right before I could get a little bit vulnerable, or I might work so hard that I could cry, and I'll hold that back. And so it's just doing things we only to the point that we know we can do, and that tends to leave us not doing risky things in life, and not taking risks in certain places that could grow us as humans and could set us apart, and we could go do some crazy, amazing thing. And so I'm actually just going to leave you with those. I think I touched on a lot, and I hope that you may have found yourself in one of those camps and don't want to be in that camp anymore. And so, okay, we're going to do one more. So the one that just never really starts, and the one that never really, 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 really goes for it, because it's just too scary. And so doing things that are hard are just scary. Hard work is scary. And so there are those who will literally back away from hard work, or they just won't do it because they're just afraid of what the pain might feel like. And pain is temporary. And if you look at every single area of your life that has been painful, you can know that you stepped out on the other side a stronger person, and you learned something from it, and you grew from it, and you are better for it. And so those who are afraid to really, really, really go for it because they're scared, I just say there's nothing to be afraid of. There really, really isn't. And there's only amazing, 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 amazing things on the other side of doing something really hard. And so you guys are all amazing. You all are wonderful human beings. And so I hope you find encouragement in this. I hope you find victory in this. I hope you can see where you can rise up and work harder and be better and be more diligent and be more committed and get stronger and grow. And so we all have our struggles, excuse me. But I want to encourage you to look at those traits and see where they manifest in your life. So if you already know, awesome. But if you were still trying to figure it out, I'm hoping that shed a little bit more light on it. Have a good week.